Most beginners don't need a better swing, they need a better plan. These 5 rules will lower your scores immediately. How often do you hit a shot that looks really good and ends up putting you in a terrible spot? We do it all the time. Well, today, we're going to talk about that and more. I'm breaking down the 5 rules of smart golf that instantly lower your scores. Something we never think about, but we should. Hey everyone, it's Doug with Golf Reboot. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you see all of our videos. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. I'm documenting my journey to becoming a scratch golfer after 14 years away from the game and sharing everything I've learned to help you get better faster. So if you're a newer learning golfer trying to improve your tee shots, iron play, putting, or just enjoy the game more, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss anything in the future. Let's dig in. Rule number 1, protect the danger side. Every hole has a danger side. Trees, water, OB, bunkers. Beginners accidentally aim towards it. Pros aim away from it. Your rule. Always aim to the safe side, even if it feels conservative. When you do that, make sure you're playing your ball flight. I generally have about a 10-yard fade unless I tweak my grip and swing to play a different shot. So if I were to play a hole with danger on the right, I would aim to the left side of the fairway, knowing it's going to come back. If the danger's on the left, I'd aim more center fairway. This helps to prevent the ball from moving too far towards the danger.
So here you can see we're setting up on the tee. This is one of my home courses. So we're on the tee box and we're going to be looking around to see where I'm putting the red over here. That's all woods, it's OB. It's right up against the edge of it. So if you end up going to the left, you're in a lot of trouble. Where I'm circling in the blue, that's a pretty open area. Even if you go a little bit more to the right or up in this picture, you're going to be in a little bit of rough, but you've got another fairway over there. So my play is a 10-yard fade, like I said. So I'm going to be aiming down the center. It's going to end up off to the right a little bit. You can really aim there. If you have more of a draw or a hook or a pull as a righty, you're going to want to be aiming at the blue area so that it comes back towards the red, but not too far. Lefties, you're just the opposite of everything.
Comment below on any questions you have and what you think you need to do differently out on the course. Rule number 2, middle of the green always works. Pins tempt you into missing short-sided. The middle of the green gives you the biggest margin of error and reduces 3 putts. Imagine a green with a huge open area and the pins off on the right corner in a narrow area with bunkers in front and behind. We all want to be 5 feet away from the pin, but realistically, we're more likely to be in one of the sand traps. If you hit to the fat part of the green, even with a bad shot, you're still likely to get on, which sets you up for a 2-putt. So by not pin hunting, you're giving yourself a better chance at par. Sure, going for the pin, you may get more birdies, but you're also risking a lot more, going to get more bogeys or worse, and we're not pros.
Now here's one aiming for the center of the green. So where we are, we're probably going to end up being about 50 yards off of the green, maybe 75. If you look at the green, it's pretty wide open, but we're going to put the flag up towards the front left. With the front left, that's going to give you a nice area in the center, in the blue, that you're going to aim for. Now some issues, you don't want to go for the pin because you can see you've got 3 bunkers over there. You've got trees to the right, which really shouldn't be in play, but if you go for the pin, you could end up in the bunkers. And if you end up short, you can see where the yellow is. That's a nasty slope down the hill. You're going to roll right back out to where you are right now.
If you're enjoying this, click the link in the description to get our free practice guide. It's how I practice and I really think it helps. Rule number 3, think about your next shot. Strategy is all about giving yourself an easy next shot. Don't think, I want to hit it close. Think, where is my easiest next shot from? If you're 200 yards out, sure, you could go for the green. But if we're new golfers and that means we're hitting a 3 or 5 wood, that's most likely not landing on the green. Take a 6 or 7 iron to land 150 or 170, and then you have a nice easy 30 to 50 yards in. Much easier to get on from there. Make your next shot a simpler one.
So here we're back to taking a tee shot. You're going to see the blue line that's going out. We'll call that 200 yards. It's not to scale or anything, but just call that 200. So now your choices are, use something like a 3-wood. You could end up left in sand traps. You could end up right over in the trees, or you could really pull it and go into the trees out of bounds on the left. Instead, if you take an iron, call it a 5 iron, 6 iron, whatever, you end up there, you're less than 100 yards off, your next shot can be center of the green, and you're perfect and good to go. So that's how I would play that, especially if you're hitting the ball off the tee about 200, 220. You might need that third shot even on a par 4 to get onto the green, but if you do that, you've got 1 or 2 putts, boom, you're in.
Are you still not confident in getting better at golf? Comment below and check out the links in the description and we'll help you gain that confidence. That's what our goal is. That's what we're here for. Rule number 4, no hero shots. If you're in trouble, trees, rough, bad lie, forget the miracle shot. Punch out. Get back in play. Avoid blow-ups. Punch it out. You are not going to clear the trees. You're not going to weave it through the trees. You're not going to do a super cut and bring it around the trees. That is a dangerous shot that's going to blow up in your face more times than not. Punch the ball out and it will go better for you. You may have an extra stroke on the hole, but you're not setting yourself up for failure by risking too much.
So on this one, we tried to be a hero. We hit from the back tees. We went into the trees over on the right. Not a great spot, but we can make it work. So now the red line, that's us trying to hit over the trees and out. Put us in a really good spot for our third shot. Here's the problem. You've got trees there, trees there, trees there. You're most likely not putting the ball where you want to. So now follow the yellow lines. You've got 2 options. Come straight out with a punch shot or try to go out a little bit more depending on where the branches are. What that's going to do, it's going to get you to a spot where you're more center of the fairway. Even if you're in some of the rough, it's going to give you a nice straight shot up the fairway closer to the green. In the red over there, you're most likely not hitting it all the way out. You're probably going to hit a branch, hit a tree, end up somewhere in that circle if you're lucky. You could end up just in another tree. You might get lucky and get your third shot on, but you're still going to be far out like we talked about before, so it's unlikely. In this case, if you try that, you could be on the green in 4, which just isn't going to make for a good day.
Do you still think you need more help? I talked about it before. Check out our free practice guide. I really think it'll help you. It's changed the way I practice. Up next, rule number 5. Play the yardage you can hit. Not your perfect shot. Not your best ever shot. Those aren't things that happen all the time. Use your real distances. Score goes down when you stop guessing. You need to learn where your clubs go. You should know your gapping for every club, including the wedges and even your putter. What does this tell you? It tells you how far you will regularly hit a club. It means that if you need to go 175, it's not putting a little extra on a 7-iron. It's hitting with your 6 because that regularly goes 165 to 175. It's not a late 5-iron because you know what your 6 can do. Be smart and use the right club at the right time. Be a smarter golfer and your scores will drop. Not sure what your club gapping is right now and it's too cold to go out to the range? Another option is to build yourself a do-it-yourself home golf simulator. We did that last year and it's great. Check out the link in the description for the gift. It'll show you what we did, how it works, and companies like Rapsodo and PlayBetter.com that have really helped to make it happen. Follow these 5 rules and you'll instantly eliminate horrible rounds. It may take some getting used to, but make the effort and I guarantee you'll be happier on the course. By the way, if you've ever been lost with how to practice instead of just hitting ball after ball on the range and struggle no matter what you try, I've made a video all about the best way I've found to practice. Watch that next. It's popping up right over here. It'll show you exactly how I practice and it's definitely worked well for me. I think you'll find it really helpful. And don't forget to subscribe so you see the rest of our videos to help you play better, have more fun, and love the game again. See you next time.